Yo guys, Cobra1386 here, back for another LEGO Marvel Superheroes set review. Before we get started, I just want to apologise again if the quality of this video is not as good, because I still haven't got my iPad fixed and I am doing it on my phone, as I said in the previous video. So yeah, let's get on with it. Today we're doing the Ant-Man's Final Battle, which is set number 76039, with a piece count of 183 pieces, and a price point of $19.99. I've actually had this set for a while, but I didn't want to do the review until after I'd seen the film, so that I could comment on the accuracy of it. And now that I've seen it, I'm getting the video out for you guys so you can see it. And yes, jump right into the figures. And so here's the first figure, the main character of the film himself, Scott Lang's Ant-Man. And this figure overall is a great design. You can see the print work on the front of the torso is amazing, and it flows really well through into the legs here. And yeah, the utility belt's really cool, the straps over the shoulders. And then if you look at the helmet, you can see I've added the trans blue pieces in, and generally looks really cool. Not trans blue, the trans red pieces into the helmet. It looks really good. One thing I can say about this suit as far as accuracy concerns is with the front of the actual helmet itself, you can see there's like a gap where the mouth is. Now, I don't quite know why they've put that in there, because that's not there in the film. It's not accurate at all. I suppose it could be so that you can see his mouth when his helmet's on, but kind of, you know, to put the double-sided face to use, which I'll show you in a sec. But yeah, speaking of the face, I've actually got an issue with the head. If we go and take the helmet off, you can see that we have the head used for Ezra in the Star Wars Rebels set. And this head looks nothing like Paul Rudd in any way at all. I mean, I can't see how a 14-year-old boy looks anything like Paul Rudd at all, and this has really ruined the set for me personally. And if we go and turn it round, you can see the alternate facial expression and the printing on the back here. Again, the design on the torso and everything is amazing. I can't floor the LEGO for their printing at all. It's all great. The detail's awesome, but as I said, the head, or you'll see all through this set, the heads have all been reused from previous sets, which I think is something that was unnecessary, really. I mean, because the heads they've used, all apart from one, aren't really all that accurate at all. So, yeah, let's move on to the next figure. And here we have Hank Pym's Ant-Man suit. Now, one thing I don't understand about this figure quite is how or why it's in this set, because it's not in the film in any point at all. I mean, in the films, when we do see Hank Pym in the suit, he's in this suit before he gives it to Paul Rudd's character. So this black suit here is never actually in the film. But putting that aside, it is a great suit. It's got the colour scheme, I think, is amazing. It was almost hinting at him being evil, like in the film, in a way, because like the red and black makes it look more menacing. But as I said, it is great, and the trans red in the helmet here looks really good with the black. And we go and turn him round, you can see the printing on the back's all really cool. There isn't quite as much detail on this figure as there was on the Scott Lang Ant-Man suit, but it is still a great suit. So if we turn him back round here, and if we go ahead and take the helmet off, you can see we have Gandalf's head here, which again looks nothing at all like the Hank Pym we see in the film, Michael Douglas. It looks nothing like him. Ian McKellen and Michael Douglas do not look alike at all. I suppose I can see why LEGO Group used this head, because it is, you know, a age-relevant figure, skin-coloured head. But apart from that, it's not accurate at all. And if I just turn it around again here, you can see the angry alternate facial expression. Turn it back again, but again, as I said, this is not an accurate head at all. In this set we also get a black head, which I presume you put on this figure like this, and then you sit it on the sit the helmet on, and it's meant to symbolise like when the whole head is closed, like the face mask, because then it makes it look more like a closed helmet, and it does look like that. It is good in that sense. But this figure, although having a great design, you can't floor Lego's design, is completely inaccurate as far as the film's concerned. So, and if you're not worried about that, fine, it's a great figure. But if you are, then I don't know, I wouldn't say it would put you off the set in any way, but it's just something that I don't know why it's in the set exactly. And finally up here we have the Yellow Jacket suit figure, and this is by far my favourite figure in this set. The accuracy on him is amazing, all apart from the fact that the suit is grey, whereas in the film it's quite obviously a black colour. If you put that aside, it doesn't take away from the minifigure at all. It is a great figure, the printing on it is amazing. The accuracy and detail, as I said, is great. If we zoom in here, you can see on the chest, in all the yellow bits, they've got like hexagon shapes in there. That looks awesome. It's great they've added all that in. And this figure is like one of the main playability features in this set as well, in the way that he's the only stud shooters in the set are on his arms here. And if we just turn him round, I'll turn him at an angle here so I can bring up something that I have against this figure. It's pretty much the only thing I have against the figure really, is that with this backpack here, they've used a tan piece in here instead of a black one. I'm not sure in any way why Lego Group decided that would be a good idea to do that, because it doesn't fit in with the colour scheme of the set at all. And while we're at the back, we can also see how the back wing piece fit on here. And if we go ahead and take the backpack off, you can see the printing on the back of the torso is also amazing. Great detail, it fits in well with the accuracy as far as the film goes. And then if we turn it around here, the printing on the trans yellow pieces here are awesome. I mean, that's probably one of my favourite parts of this set, is the printing work on Yellow Jacket's helmet here. But when we go and remove the helmet, you can see here we have the head used for Bruce Wayne. Which, okay, you can see why Lego Group used this. It is kind of accurate. It does represent Darren Cross in a way that's, you know, acceptable. But still, it is a reused head. A newly printed one would be okay, but this one is fine. It is, you know, does resemble him, and if you turn it around, you can see he is the only figure in the set not to have the double facial expression, but that's fine. So yeah, if we just put the helmet back on him here and move on to the rest of the set. Now next up in the set here we have Anthony. If you have seen the film, you'll know what I'm referring to here. It's the name Paul Rudd or Scott Lang gives to the ant he rides in the film. I'm not going to give away any spoilers in concerns as of the character of Anthony, but this build in itself is a great build. One of my favourite things about this is like the wings. You can see they're on ball joints here, so they can move around, and you've got Technic pieces holding it together. And then the printing on these new plastic pieces they've used is awesome, with like the wing veins and then all the, I guess it's meant to be like the porous parts of the wing. I'm not entirely sure. And then we got the head and the abdomen at the back here on joints, so they're